Barcelona continue to be linked to everyone, from Raphinha to Lewandowski. But here comes Javier Tebas to spoil the day. He issued a statement reminding them, Barcelona, that they are way over the spending limit. I mean, they can't even register Sergi Roberto's new contract right now.
Yeah,
So-
let alone Christensen and
Yeah.
Kessie. And the operative thing is that 1-4 rule. So if they make 100 million in savings, whether by letting players go or by selling somebody
Selling.
and their wages, then they can spend 25 million. Or if it's what you consider a franchise player, the ratio is 3-1. Tebas is incredibly aggressive because he
God,
went over
it's so
tweet. He went
brutal.
after, there was a guy, Romeo, I think is his name, some
Yeah.
Barcelona vice president, talking about this and that. I mean, there's other stuff in the background. There's a CVC contract, the league version versus the one that Barcelona looking to sign individually if they haven't signed. I mean, there are other factors to this. I think it's important that there are rules and that the rules be transparent and that everybody understands them and that they be enforced. And I
Yeah.
think because in too many cases that they're not being enforced. Tebas is taking on one of the two biggest brands in his league and he's forcing them to stick with the rules. I didn't think it was going to happen. It happened last year with Messi.
Yeah.
I think for that you can give credit to Tebas. Then we can have another debate about whether the rules ought to be relaxed and how and
whether
whatever.
it's good for the league or not.
But
yeah.
it is. I at least have respect for that because rules are rules, and not too many people, find ways around them.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of Raphinha, Leeds United have reportedly fixed a price for him, Jules.
That's right, Gab. It's around the £60 million mark, which is a lot of money, I guess, for any player, especially for a player like Raphinha, who, for example, has never played in the Champions League or in the Europa League or any European competitions before, who has a little experience with Brazil at international level, but again, has never taken part in a big tournament, things like that, and who has just come out of a disappointing season, even with his numbers. I mean, he was very important for Leeds in a struggling season, but he was not at his best completely either because of the struggle that the team has had. So good luck to Leeds if they really want the 60 or 55 million. I think you would be very happy with 40 for someone they bought for 32 years ago. I don't know. It's,
What I don't get is they seem to be really pushing this idea of Raphinha in Barcelona. And it seems to me, we talked about Barcelona's financial issues, but it seems to me that Barcelona probably have other priorities.
well, yeah.
Even if Dembele leaves, there's other guys you're going to want to bring in other areas. Is this a strategy from his agent to let everybody know that, he's available, he wants to go, but they know that it probably be somebody else who's going to get in the mix
I think
too?
so. Bayern were at times quite interested. I think even in the Premier League, a club like Chelsea or even Man United could be looking at Raphinha and saying, okay, this is I think he's a very special player. He was in France already. He was even in Portugal before.
Chelsea,
But
where wingers go to die.
Well, yeah, exactly, true. Henrikh Mkhitaryan has turned down the offer of a new deal at Roma and looks to be on his way to Inter. Is that what they need first? And then is it good for him, that move? Where is he going to play?
I'm assuming he's going to alternate with Çalhanoğlu since he plays deeper these days.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I don't think it's a great deal. I mean, we need to get the details. If it's a short-term contract, fine.
I agree.
You know my feeling about veterans. I do wonder though how much money you're going to tie up in Mkhitaryan, and then if everybody expects them to lock up Dybala as well, are you kind of the savings that you're making?
Exactly,
do they go back? And then you probably have to sell. They've said that we need to sacrifice a big player, and for years it's always like, is it going to be Skriniar? Is it going to be Skriniar? Skriniar gets older and older.
Yeah.
No, and
Lautaro Bastoni?
Lautaro and Bastoni are probably two guys you do not want to be selling, but you may not have a choice. Saliba has confirmed that he's on his way back to Arsenal. Jules, help get Gooners excited.
Yeah, he was one of the best centre-backs in Europe this season, without a doubt.
In Europe?
Yeah, in Europe. He was magnificent. His numbers are great. If you take the big five leagues, he was really magnificent. Now he's with France, which is great for him and his development. And then he wants to go and show Arteta and Arsenal fans who've never seen him play, because he's never played for them after joining from Saint-Etienne, what he can do. I respect that. He would be there for pre-season. I don't know then if he will still be there on August the 31st. I think he would want to stay and they would want to keep him. I think they have to keep him. I think they need to keep him.
It's not like they have 5 centre backs, right? They have 2 very good ones. And
yeah, exactly.
Or
and
3.
then Rob Holding.
Yeah, and
exactly.
and his hair. Who should be more concerned, Ben White or Gabriel?
I think Gabriel. What can save Gabriel is that he's left-footed and Saliba is right-footed, and Arteta likes a left-footer on the left-hand side of the centre-backs. But Saliba, again, has been so good this season. Really, really good. He's going to be added value to the squad, without a doubt. Jose Mourinho and Nemanja Matic are reportedly on the verge of being reunited again for the third time, Gab, and this time at Roma. Is it a good deal? Tell me it's not. It can't be a good deal.
Okay, the only reason I'm going to say it's an okay deal is because it's a 1+1 deal, right? So it's a year, and then the club have an option for
You've gone
I
soft.
know. Look, I got to be consistent on this one, right? Ordinarily, I would say old player, couldn't get into a Manchester United side with much regularity.
Can't run
when
even.
doesn't really run much, although, if you're going to play 3-5-2, 3-4-2-1, and he just sits with 3 center backs behind him, maybe doesn't need to run so much. I worry a little bit, like, in Italy, they're like saying, oh, look, he's the new regista. I'm like, meaning
He's
like,
not.
he's a new playmaker. He's not the new
He's
playmaker. He never was a playmaker.
He's never.
He can pass, at his best, he was devastating. He's older. He's had his injuries. Mourinho knows what he's getting. I think
so. True.
I would assume Matic left some money on the table as well from his deal at United. So. And again, I like it when players do that. I like it when players say, you know what, I've had it. I want a new experience. Credit to Matic for doing that. We'll see how it goes. At least it's not a 3-year deal like some people were suggesting.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.